Good morning friends and welcome to the Share Hands pre-market action. It was a very volatile day for the global markets yesterday, especially the US markets where we saw that at one point of time the US markets were almost up by around 1% in yesterday's trade. However, they closed on a negative note, almost around 27 odd points down in the Dow, as well as in the S&P it was down by around 5 points and Nasdaq was down by around 3 points. The basic reason behind that is that we saw the commodity prices being very weakened, especially the copper prices, which were down around almost 5 to 6% in yesterday's trade, and also the crude was down yesterday, and the Brent closed somewhere near to around 46.4 or dollars per barrel in yesterday's trade. The European markets were closed on a positive note, where the UK stock especially were up in yesterday's trade, where we saw that the UK inflation data which came at lowest since the last 15 years and which entered the markets in the UK and in the London Stock Exchange. And so the European markets were positive, the US markets closed on a negative note, and probably today the Indian markets are likely to open almost flat to positive, as the Singapore Nifty is trading around 15 odd points on the positive side. Yesterday, the whole day, what we saw that the US and the Indian markets were trading on a positive note. However, on the closing, due to the closing hours, we saw that the selling coming into the Indian markets, and we saw that the markets at the end of the day almost closed negative in yesterday's trade. However, the flows are concerned, we saw the FIIs were positive to tune of around 256 odd crores, and DIs were also positive to tune of around 45 odd crores in the yesterday's cash market provision figures. For further cues and updates on the markets going ahead, let's have a look at the derivative analysis.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. The Indian benchmark indices entered the volatile day of trade with some losses. As you've seen, the Nifty started the session on a flattish to positive note, but it was oscillating between positive and negative terrain in multiple number of times. But later in last hour of trade, we have seen that selling was witnessed across the board, across the sectors except pharma and FMCG stocks, due to which Nifty hit a fresh intraday low at around 8280 odd levels and finally settled at 8316 with a loss of 0.53%. In this period, we have seen that short positions were built up by market players as open interest is increased by 2.44% from 1 crore 84 lakhs to 1 crore 88 lakhs. Approximately 4.50 lakh shares were added in Nifty futures, and Nifty futures price decreased by approximately 40 to 45 rupees. Cost of carry also decreased by 51% from 9.69% to 4.70%. Also, Nifty futures decreased significantly from 37 points to 17 odd levels. On the options front, PCIs decreased by 200 basis points from 1.16 to 1.14, which is clearly indicating that call option has seen good build-up than put option. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that call option has added around 22 lakh shares in open interest, whereas put option has added around 12 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 2.30% from 16.11% to 16.48%. In the options activity, we have seen that 8,300 call option has reduced marginal shares in open interest, and that activity was shifted to 8,400, 8,500 call option, and in yesterday's trade, 8,700 was most active call option in call side in yesterday's trade. Put option also, we have seen that 8,300, 8,200 has added good number of shares in open interest, which can be a positive sign for the market, as 8,300 call option has added good number of shares in open interest in yesterday's trade. There is one security in Vanguard today, Wockhardt Pharma, and FIs were net buyers of 1,000 odd crores in future and option segment. They were net buyers of 441 crore in DEX futures. They were net buyers of 572 crore in DEX options. They were net sellers of 11.76 crore in stock futures, and they were net buyers of 20.66 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CPM stands at 8280. Lower range for the market would be 8250, and higher range would be 8400. 8400, 8420 can act as a strip resistance going forward. Singapore Nifty is currently up by 2 points, which is at 8347. We may see a flattish opening in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Let's have a look at some of the trading ideas for today. First and foremost, Container Corporation of India now is seeking shareholders not to increase the FI limit holding from 31% 34%, and if that happens, probably we might see the positive momentum in the stock today, and we recommend to go long on that basis of that news, the stop loss of 1345 for target of 1385 and 1400. Yesterday's closing price was 1360. Thomas Cook, the news is that the subsidiary company IKEA Human Capital seeks to raise up to $200 million via the initial public offering. Thomas Cook holds around 74% stake in the IKEA Human Capital, and we determined to hold long on Thomas Cook with a stop loss of 200 for target of 211, 216. Yesterday's closing price was 205. Government proposes a ban on sale of the loose cigarettes and raising the minimum age of a person buying tobacco products to 21 years from the existing 18 years. So it's sentimentally negative for ITC, and we recommend to go short in ITC with stop loss of 365 for target of 350. Yesterday's closing price was around 360. On the other news update, there are no plans to list Wipro Enterprise as per the EGM update. Also, the minority shareholders are seeking exit options. RBI writes to the finance minister to relax a rule on the call and put options. Tata Motors global sales was up by around 8% in the month of December, and Tata offers for Docomo buys gets the RBI nod. On the other news, the bond yields and 10-year GSEC yields have corrected 7.76% levels as inflation has come down to sub 5% levels, and the RBI Deputy Governor a favorable commentary on the subsidy burden due to sharp dip in the crude oil prices. So therefore, the PSU banks will remain in focus over the next few weeks on account of the monetary policy review on 3rd of February and the quarterly results announcements. On the other news, Novartis India sells OTC division to GSK consumers for Rs 110 crores, and Educom initiates the process of merging the Educom Smart Services Private Limited with itself. Panasonic Appliances India Company Limited has indicated delisting price of Rs 220 per share. TCS says that the reports of the layoffs are false and claims it to be baseless. India's April to December indirect tax collections stands at around 3.78 billion rupees, which is up by around 6.7% year on year. And Alok Industries, $215 million, a part of around $1.63 billion facility has been approved by the State Bank of India. And on the news, Nandan Denim Limited will invest Rs 612 crores as its textile park at Dutch. Results to be declared today are Yes Bank, the estimated PAT is 495 crores, LIC Housing Finance estimated PAT is 358 crores, Bajaj Finserv estimated PAT is 321 crores, and Bajaj Finance Limited estimated PAT is 222 crores. On the watch list for today's topic, positive bias is UBL, CMP is 926, Canara Bank 444, and Colgate 1940. Stock with negative bias is Arvind Limited 264 is the current market price, Siemens 519, and Apollo Tyres 224 is the closing price of yesterday. So stock with negative bias as Arvind, Siemens, and Apollo Tyres, and positive bias for today are UBL, Canara Bank, and Colgate. Stocks from an investment perspective, the top 5 picks that we have are Larsen & Toubro, Yes Bank, Tata Motors, DVR, Infosys, and Sun Pharma. And that's it, friends, from the Sharekhan's pre-market action. Thanks and have a nice day.